not including Raptor. Why is this character following us everywhere?
Remember when everyone thought he was top 10 when the game came out?
Those were dark days. All I know is we have Blob repping the red Yoshi once again, and Zage. We've got another Pac-Man.
Okay, so this is probably a matchup you've seen a bit in New York, because Sinji versus Raptor I'm sure has happened before. So what can you tell me about the matchup?
So this matchup is a bit of an oddball one. It's very dependent on how the Pac-Man wants to play it. And as far as the Yoshi is concerned, it's going to be a lot of eggs a lot of the time. Yoshi has to put a lot of effort into making sure to outmaneuver and outspace where the Pac-Man wants to occupy. Meanwhile, the Pac-Man has a ton of tools to be able to trap a lot of those landings that Yoshi can become susceptible to.
Okay, so it kind of sounds like, basically, as you mentioned before, Pac-Man just dictates the flow of the match, and Yoshi has to respect that, and that's just how it works. Okay. So,
and even at that, Zage in particular is a lot more of a patient Pac-Man than we see from the likes of Sinji. Zage likes to wait a bit more outwards, uses item play more
to cover options as opposed to pressure people, right?
Yeah. Sinji's always on the hunt, whereas Zage is constantly trying to have a mobile fortress.
Yeah, I mean, both styles are very effective. You know, you see Zage has his own little setups. You see it's very hard to hit Zage. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. You got hit by a key and a hydrant. You're not happy about that if you're a Blob right now.
Well, the Blob is staying in there. He's got plenty of damage on Zage himself, and he's staying on the hunt with those eggs.
Yeah, you're really seeing... that's a free kill, yep. What?
Yo, well, forwards, okay.
Well, that was misinput. I feel bad. But yeah, I was going to say...
I don't feel too bad. That back row is going to be able to kill.
Yeah, you're right. You see, Zage has a lot of Z-drops just to make sure Blob can approach. Okay, well, no, Blob can approach. Preemptive commentator's curse. Oh, well.
We're in shambles, but these players are both trying to keep it as tight as they can. And I got to give it to Blob. He's staying on top of Zage, which I feel is the #1 way to pressure Pac-Man the most. Even if you're not throwing out hitboxes, if you're right in Pac-Man's face, he has a lot of options all of a sudden taken away from him.
The double up there is nice. Yep, and you're racing since Zage is so defensive. He's constantly put in the corner. And yeah, that's just helping Blob out a lot. Although Blob is taking a lot of damage trying to pressure Zage. So it's one of those things where I feel like Zage has a consistent winning neutral aspect, but Blob has the consistent I got one hidden. I'm going to do a lot of damage because you're in a bad spot. So yeah.
Blob needs to figure out more intelligent ways of presenting hitboxes to Zage. He's being successful with these forward airs, but everything else that he's trying to throw out gets matched either with Hydrant or Nair.
Oh, I thought that was it. Okay, Hydrant, yeah, watch out, it's going to break. Never mind. Tech read? Yep. He had the read, but he didn't have the spacing. Oh, that's the worst feeling. Hydrant's just kind of there. Well, Zage with a key. Yeah, that's a free kill button if he reads where Blob's going to press a button.
Excellent.
There we go.
Look at that play.
Yo, yep, I told you he read that Blob was going to press a button. It was a weird button. I don't know why he just kind of fell off the platform and aired or what he did, but...
You know, it's not often that we get to see Pac-Man down air at all. So to see it used so efficiently to pop the Hydrant into such a high arc, supplement that with the key, all of a sudden, Yoshi's in the corner with nowhere to go but the blast zone.
Yep. I mean, yeah, the down air is really good because I think it auto cancels out of a short hop. It has multiple hits and it sends out a really weird angle. So yeah, and then you can just follow up since it's auto canceling of a short hop with whatever you want.
Game 2 is bringing us back to Smashville once again. We'll see if Blob can make any adjustments to turn the tides of the battle, or if Zage can maintain his fortress and continue to pick off these Yoshis.
Yep. One thing you really notice is that Yoshi's forward is so much to the Hydrant. So like if Zage hits it once and Yoshi forward, that's a gone Hydrant. Wait, that just broke the Hydrant and that was fresh. What? I didn't. Okay, Yoshi's forward does a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's a big nose. That's a big hitbox.
Huh. I am perplexed right now.
Yeah, the fire hydrant is a enigma wrapped in mystery, coated in red paint.
Yep. Yep, you see the pressure. Uh-oh, this is a Ray-Beth Blob. He has no double jump. Zage just got back off. I understand the option. You have to worry about eggs and giant forward airs. And Pac-Man does not have the tools to just, like, outrange Yoshi in the air or anti-air him at all. It feels like he just has to whiff punish and back off a lot of times versus jumps.
Yeah, unless you have a very set game plan on how to approach your opponent, Pac-Man is very limited in his tools on how to be aggressive The bonus fruit is a fantastic item for setting up numerous situations, but only if you know ahead of time how your opponent wants to react, how your opponent's going to use what moves as such. If your opponent's going to steal your belt and collide you with the big nose.
My man, Blob. Let's go. He's the real Pac-Man man here. I thought that was pudding, not a belt.
No, it's a belt.
Oh.
Yeah, it's weird. Because after a while, they stop being fruit. And I don't know.
Yeah, I won't question it. It's just how the way the world works, I guess. Okay, and now Zage is definitely looking for a kill with this this belt. Oh, he got the kill.
And there he goes. He got it.
Yep, and because he saw Blob jumped in and kind of didn't want to commit to an aerial, and Zage is like, if you're not committing to an aerial, I'm committing to something. Yep, Z drop. Doing a lot of damage. Yep, this is... Uh-oh. Blob has the key.
And he tossed it right away.
I don't blame him. You don't want to use the key against Pac-Man, or like any of his items really, if you're not confident in it. Plus, you don't have setups as like Yoshi for them, I imagine. Besides like egg throw into like projectile, which is very obvious.
Yeah, Yoshi as a whole doesn't have a lot of Z-drop play from items that we see in competitive play. Can't really make too good of use of the key just because he already has strong hitboxes by way of nair and forward air.
Yep. I'm just going to point out, I love that little cross-up from Zage. That way Blob could not nair out shield to get punished. Ooh, that's like the first time we've seen that move. Oh, that's a free punish?
Use that egg lay. However, Blob just moving around fancy right now, not really able to do too much with it. Sitting with plenty of percentage, and Zage can take this opportunity to try and get the kill. Dropping the key for more pressure.
Yeah, Blob is getting really aggressive right now. I think he's losing patience versus Zage. And Zage is just taking advantage of that to the fullest. Yeah, I mean, he keeps pressing buttons. Zage is just like very aggressively Z-dropping keys on top of Blade.
Oh, unfortunate egg throw from Blob is going to spell the end of this set with Zage taking it 2-0.
And then we get to listen